I'm Ron Corning for Howdini.com, and we are here to show you exactly how to roll out the welcome mat for your new cat, a new member of your family. Dr. Katherine Miller is here. She is an animal behaviorist with the ASPCA. Good to have you here, as always. So the litter box, housebreaking a cat, is something you need to be very mindful of. What's the very first step?
Well, the very first step when you bring your cat home is to keep it confined in just one room. It's going to be its safe room. It's going to feel a little overwhelmed. It's not going to know where the litter box is. And you want to keep it as error-free as possible. Make sure it sees the litter box at all times. So one room, bed, food and water, but then the litter box. And that way the cat can always find the box and knows exactly where to go.
Now, eventually over time, can you move that litter box and will they follow?
Yes, but you want to take it as a slow transition. So as your cat becomes more comfortable in your home over the course of a week, maybe even 2 weeks if it's a nervous cat, you're going to give it gradually more and more access to the rest of the house so that it again doesn't feel overwhelmed and doesn't ever feel like it's lost. And as you give the cat more access to the house, you can also start to gradually move that litter box into the area that you want to keep it in permanently. Just a few inches a day. It might be a little bit of an inconvenience at first, but it's a lot less inconvenience than having a cat that doesn't use its litter box.
In terms of bringing home an older cat, is it different if you're bringing home a cat who's already been litter box trained versus a kitten?
It can be a bit different when you bring an older cat home because they might have already developed a preference for a certain type of cat litter. So if your cat that you just brought home isn't using the box, try a different type of cat litter. Cats tend to prefer very fine-grained litter.
Scratching and clawing is also an issue with any cat. What specifically do people need to keep in mind about that?
Well, cats need to scratch. It's just part of their natural behavior. It feels good, it helps stretch their muscles, but it also leaves an important message behind. It leaves an odor behind that only cats can smell. It's a scent mark. It also leaves a visual mark. So it's very important to cats. It's important to let them express that behavior. But you want to encourage it on a scratching post or a scratching pad and not your drapes or your carpet. So the thing to do is to choose the post, maybe even a different couple types of posts because some cats prefer to claw up here and some on a flat surface. So give them a couple options, put it in a prominent spot. If it already started scratching in one spot, take that as a clue. It likes that area. Move the scratching post there. Encourage your cat to use the post by sprinkling some catnip on it, playing with a little dangly type toy around it, and when the cat pounces on the toy, its claws will start to get stuck in the scratching post and they'll start to realize, oh, I could scratch here, that feels good.
When it comes, for example, to making sure that a cat doesn't jump on the furniture, what steps can you take? And there are steps you can take, correct?
Cats will repeat behaviors that are rewarded. So if they go up on the countertop and they got a little snack up there, you left food out, your dinner plates after dinner, they're going to be more likely to want to jump up there again and try to hit the jackpot. So take that into consideration. Keep your countertops clean, and furniture that you really want to protect, you can put some things on that don't feel good for cats to walk on. Aluminum foil, just a big strip of aluminum foil. Cats don't like that crinkly feel. Or just simple wire cooling racks, like the kind you use to cool your cookies after you bake them. Cats don't want to walk on that wire. So you can protect your antique sofa when you're not home by just putting those things right on the chair and the seat cushions, and they won't want to jump up there.
All right, Dr. Katherine Miller, thank you. And I'm Ron Corning for Howdini.com.